How so?
I don't even understand when you take the mic off the thing how to roll it up the cord back up. Mm-hmm. There's a special way.
Wait, what?
It's not that special. I'll tell you that.
Let me tell you how many times I've tried.
Wait, rolling up? Do you mean just like coiling
The
it?
XLR cord.
Yeah, coiling.
it.
Yeah.
It was that the industry term, coiling.
That's the industry term.
When you say rolling, I imagine this, like rolling just the cord like that across
Rolling
the
out the
table
dough.
like that.
Yeah.
The thing with the mic cord is you gotta have like some cookie cutter instruments.
Sure.
You gotta chop some out.
It's like that scene where Lois is like doing the laundry and she's like and she's like folding everything and then she folds the curtains and then she folds the TV. Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
I think this is the
Family
first
Guy?
time someone said a Family Guy thing. I'm like, I have no idea what that is.
I stopped watching that during like early seasons. I wasn't a big Family Guy girly. I was more of a family woman.
Wow.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay, are you a Republican?
Welcome to Two Nosy Meerkats,
Welcome
everyone.
to Two Nosy Meerkats.
Today we're gonna talk politics. Yeah, we're gonna talk about the left, the right, the center,
The center, all three.
and where they are in relation to our guest. Okay, she's a very funny comedian.
Don't do this to me.
And she holds a lot of really problematic beliefs, centrist views.
Oh yeah, big Hillary dog. This one.
Yeah.
This is my intro. This is
Yeah.
after everything we've been through together. The intro I get is centrist Hillary dog.
Yeah. You're a centrist
great.
Hillary supporter. Yeah.
Apparently once she
Go ahead.
This is fun. This is keep going. Yeah.
I feel like I'm just digging myself.
Do you remember when she invented hair dye for dogs?
I do remember that.
Yeah.
I remember when she got
Ages, but only for-
RBG tattooed
on another guy.
on another guy.
That sounds like a leftist political statement to me. If I were
Oh, not if you knew the guy.
Not if you knew the guy was Bill O'Reilly.
I don't even know who that is.
You don't know who Bill O'Reilly is?
No, but if you put him in context, I'm really bad with men's names.
That's so fair. Why would
Okay.
you need to know them?
They're
They're so useless.
They're so useless to
Yeah.
me in particular.
Yeah.
The inventor of the tattoo RBG on men movement. Keep it going for Shelby Latterman.
Shelby Latterman.
That was so unfair.
A very funny
Why?
comedian who's good at
I
comedy.
voted for Hillary. I'm not dumb. I'm not a dumb bitch idiot.
I voted for Hillary. When did you vote for her?
When I was a senior in high school, it was my first election.
Was that
It didn't
92,
go.
94? What?
Didn't go well.
Oh.
Yeah, I write her
Obviously.
in
Wait,
to
what
every
happened?
election.
Yeah. I don't know. They're still trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
She wrote a whole book about it. What happened?
Yeah. Literally. What happened?
It's like OJ if I did it. Yeah. Here's what if
If I
won.
R.I.P. to the homie OJ.
Tell me who that is, Bill O'Reilly, and I'll tell you if I know who that is.
Okay.
He's a media host.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he
Just like
hosted
Tucker-
a news issue.
Tucker clones.
Yeah, it's like a proto Tucker Carlson.
Yeah.
Also
Yeah.
on Fox News.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
He has
He's-
nothing to do with aliens. or
Well,
conspiracy.
you know,
as you know,
aliens are,
Yeah.
I mean, like a staple in my family.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Critical.
Oh yeah, Dad. Tell the listeners
Let's
about that.
get into
Well,
it.
that's
please.
the only time my mom ever consumes conservative media, and I don't think she's realizing that she's doing it because it's like when you're so far. Well, she's not that she's so far left, but you kind of like loop back around in this space where she's so deep in like the Reddit sphere of like these underground podcasts you've never even heard of, alien conspiracy theories. Do you know the
Nice.
government is hiding them from us? Like there's
I love
aliens
it.
in the deep sea. There's the alien. She's a physician. She's a doctor as well. That I like to juxtapose those facts because I think it's so interesting.
People
She's
have
just
such
like
range.
Yeah.
People
yeah.
have such range.
When I went to college, my brother went to boarding school the same year, and then I think she just had this like empty nester syndrome to the extremes where she started just obsessing over various conspiracy theories and like it's she's so curious, but like first it was North Korea and then it was aliens. I prefer aliens to North Korea because it's at least we used to
Speak
be
so much about that.
yeah. So we're in the car. She's picking me up from college. I'll start with North Korea.
Okay.
Because I don't know if this is. I don't know.
Let's start at the very beginning.
I don't know if this is funny in a way that will translate to an audience in an audible format, but when I was in college, I went to college in Philadelphia. I'm from Pittsburgh. People think they're close. It's like a 5-hour drive.
Okay.
So we would be sitting in the car for like 5 hours. And I remember once we were like sitting, looking outside, and my mom was like, it's so pretty this time of year. I love the fall. I love the foliage. And I was like, yes, it's beautiful. She was like, well, you know, they don't have trees in North Korea. We're on like hour 1. I was like, no, tell me more. Tell me, sure, okay, let's keep going.
It's like that
yes,
woman
and
who went on Rogan and like lied about North Korea.
Well, she anyone who's like an
Oh, did she lie about it?
I think that I don't know if she explicitly she's now used as a meme. That's like when someone tells a lie, they like show her photo.
Yeah.
On sports
Oh,
Twitter,
anyone
at
who
least.
like defects, is that the proper term? Like
Yeah.
defecting from North Korea, she is all up in their story. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they don't have trees in North Korea. They took them all down to like burn the wood or like to use
Okay.
it, whatever.
Yeah.
And then I pull out a kind bar and she was like, oh, that looks good. They don't have chocolate in North Korea. She was like, the closest the kids in North Korea ever came to chocolate was when China like dropped down via drone. It's this candy, or it's like a snack in China that's really popular. I think they're called moon pies. I actually can't remember.
Oh yeah, no moon. Yeah,
Yeah, they're actually popular in the U.S. now too. And they're
I've
like
had
a
them. They're
chocolate
pretty
coated
good.
snack. So they start dropping them from the sky, and apparently this could be true. You know what I mean? But this is like the first North Korean exposure to candy, whatever, for the kids. And it's more just the way that my mom over dramatizes all of like everything that she's saying, and it's all related to like what we're doing in the car of like, oh, the foliage is nice, or like, oh, you're eating a kind bar. Well, they can't do that in North Korea. Like, you know.
What does she want you to do?
Give them to North Korea.
That's a great
Oh, you enjoy that
Go.
treat? Bring it to North Korea.
Right. I don't know. I think it's just her way of like, I think that's her love language.
Is
You know, they don't have love languages in North Korea.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. And so the alien thing has actually been a lot kind of better because she drags my dad to all of these lectures with like people who are professors at Ivy League universities. Oh, my mom will go to like meditation retreats in Colorado where they do shrooms and meditate to bring alien spacecraft. Yeah.
wait, so like you go into a state to like invite aliens to come? Is that it?
Yeah. So if we were sitting in like a meditation circle and just like really doing our very best to like conjure up enough energy to summon UFOs, they actually don't call them UFOs anymore. It's like not PC. They call
Oh my
them,
god.
Oh my God.
something
Oh my
else.
god. I am listening and learning.
Yeah.
thank God.
No. And granted, remember, I'm like learning through her, which is already a really biased filter. So everything I'm saying, don't listen.
Okay.
I
What is
believe
the correct term for flying objects I may not know?
So UAP is the new one.
UAP.
Because UFO is unidentified flying object. Exactly.
Objects
Aerial
of flight.
unidentified aerial phenomenon, I believe.
Unidentified aerial phenomenon.
Yeah.
Because what is unidentified foreign object? Oh, that's not.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
What the fuck?
Yeah.
so. Whoa.
I still can't get over the fact that you introduced me to this podcast as a centrist. Like, of all the things that I am, first of all, I'm not that. I can't say what I am because I work in corporate America and I have to be girl boss queen half the day.
Did we not just do you a favor then?
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah,
God. Where I work,
we did.
they love Hillary.
You said you were a centrist. That's beautiful
Yeah.
for corporate
No,
America.
no.
Yeah, you're smack dab in the middle. No opinions.
Sorry for helping.
No thoughts. Yeah. Sorry
God.
for jump.
Sorry for
your
doing the
career.
work. Yeah.
Guys,
Yeah.
this is you care about your listenership as well, don't you?
No, we don't.
No.
And can I tell you,
You're
they don't
locked
care about
in.
themselves.
Yeah,
either.
they don't
Yeah.
care. They're locked in. They're loaded. They're hungry.
Ooh, that felt a little sexual.
Yeah, I
towards
kinda
They're
like that.
hungry platonically for us. They're hungry for our content.
Yes,
Yes,
indeed.
yeah.
They're hungry to hear more about Shelby Latterman.
Guys, stop.
They are indeed. Wait, so you went to and so when did you start doing stand up?
Well, okay, I started a year after college. So I was working in the same job that I have now, like in marketing, girl bossing. But okay, I don't know. It's a whole long thing, a whole long story. My mom. Okay.
Yes.
Zoom back.
Yes.
When I was 13, I told my mom I wanted to be a model.
Okay.
And my mom said, "No, I always thought you would be a comedian."
Whoa.
And I was like, "You're a cunt."
Wait, what made your mom?
Because that's
say,
funny.
Yeah,
that is funny.
That's funny. What made your mom say that?
Because I was always good at like impressions and voices, and like I was always imitating people. I watched like SNL with my dad and Colbert and all of the centrist late night media.
I want to hear something. What could you do?
A lot of cartoon characters, anything like with an upper registry. But I also don't. Like Timmy Turner from Fairly Odd Parents.
Wait, give us a little burst, please.
Oh God, what if I wish Mr. Dinkelberg was my dad.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
I haven't done that in a really long time.
Whoa.
We just bring it out of you, and then you become like a cartoonist.
Right. The whole time. No, I mean, I would love to do that one day. I don't know anyone who could help me with voice acting, but it's like, what?
I have a full-ass booth in another room.
I don't know.
But I would need
either.
like to be trained in voice. I can do like different Powerpuff Girls. I could probably do like the Pokemon. I just never really watched those shows.
Fair
I
enough.
forgot.
But I can do their voices.
If the different Powerpuff Girls have different voices.
They do.
Yeah, they famously have very different.
E.G. Daily, Tara Strong, and then another lady whose name I can't remember.
Oh, excuse me, you know women by heart.
Yeah, sorry.
Like, I just feel like they're always like, yeah.
There was always, okay, so like if there was a group of three, you remember this from being a young woman, there was a group of, if there was a group of three girls, you'd be like, which Powerpuff Girl are you? And I would always get the butch one. Buttercup.
She was Butch, the one that.
She was like the most.
She was like the blonde, I thought.
No, Bubbles is.
That's
Bubbles is, yeah.
Buttercup is
I
the
could do-
green, black hair. Yeah.
If I watched a little snippet of Bubbles talking, I could do her voice. I
Yeah.
could do that voice.
Yeah, I
That's
that I
not
believe.
Chubby Crybaby.
Yeah.
Is that
That's
It's very
Bubbles.
up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you do
It's very
Buttercup?
soprano.
No. I
Okay.
don't think I can. Can you?
Yeah.
Sup guys, I'm Buttercup. Welcome to my channel. But please like, subscribe, comment. Fuck yeah, this is Buttercup's School for Lesbos.
I wish I could go to the Buttercup School for Lesbos.
School for Lesbos.
Yeah.
You can't do it unless you get your diploma.
Buttercup Les Fest over here. Today we have a guest on. Her name is let's just say she plays women's soccer. Okay, well, please welcome Megan Rapinoe. Megan's like, I'm happy to be here, but Megan's like, okay, when am I getting my paycheck? Because this is just kind of like a cursory appearance.
Yeah.
Like she just wants to be like playing soccer and hanging with her wife.
Does Buttercup pay women appropriately for their appearances?
Absolutely not.
Oh, damn.
No,
Yeah.
It's very like Caitlin Clark WNBA situation.
That is so crazy.
I know.
Caitlin Clark is making like $75K a year.
Yeah.
To be like the best women's basketball player in history.
I know.
75K?
Yeah.
I think a little bit. I think it's more like 70, but yeah.
I'm sure you make more money than that. I'm sure a lot of us make, or I don't.
I love that you can just see.
I'm not even close.
You could see in Shelby's mind, she was just like, oh shit, do I have to say what I make?
You don't have to say what you make.
You don't have to,
No,
but we know now.
That was what 70 was my starting when I graduated.
You should have.
God damn.
Yeah, should have played in the
But
WNBA.
but the stand up. Why I started stand up? Because I was working my job and I was just during the pandemic, my junior year of college, I developed an autoimmune disorder that gives me chronic pain and kind of has stopped I was a dancer growing up and I danced in college and then I couldn't walk anymore really or like run or anything and I still can't. And I was just so depressed. Like I was so suicidal. Like, and I just kept getting lower and lower and lower. And I knew that I needed to figure something out. It was like 3 years of that, probably. Yeah, almost 3 years. And the literal reason, what actually pushed me over the edge of why I started stand up was that I watched Kim Kardashian host SNL. And her opening monologue, she did a tight five. Like I know that Amy Schumer probably wrote it, but I was like, this is competent. And I was pissed. I was like, Kim Kardashian can do this and I'm fucking not doing this. So I literally started stand up like I think 2 days later.
Wow.
And that is what happened. Yeah.
Wow.
I know, Kim Kardashian.
Why is my phone ringing? Sorry, my mom somehow went through the do not disturb on my phone.
Yeah, I think if she calls you twice.
Really?
Yeah. Tell that bitch to shut it.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck up.
Twice, one for what and one for what? Wait, what is she calling about?
Let's see. She is calling. No, she only called once, but she sunk
But it
right
felt
through
like
that do not
twice.
disturb. Oh, because she's in my favorites. Isn't it
Oh,
true?
yeah,
If someone's
that's
in
why.
your favorites, they
Yeah.
go through your do not disturb.
That's so nice of your. From what you've
Yeah.
told me about your mother, I'm so.
Oh my God, your mom's calling
surprised.
me.
She's in your favorites.
She, I mean, she's a legend to me and an icon. Oh,
Yeah.
Yesterday we had dinner and she was like, "Do you do any jokes about baseball?" And I told her about the one.
You do?
I told her about the one baseball joke I do, which involves her, where I say that when I was little. The premise of the joke is that when I was little, she told me like, "Oh, it's great you like baseball. Like one day you'll be able to find a husband." And I
That
Yeah,
works.
because can I tell you, as a man, that's where I'm cruising.
Yeah.
yeah,
Sit down on the date. Just get right through it.
it was
Yeah.
definitely a really insane thing to say, but
I go to the diamond to find someone who I want to get a diamond for.
Beautiful.
beautiful,
Isn't that?
Beautiful.
And that's why we're
Yeah.
in love.
I've been waiting for that. For Lucas's fragile body to curl up under Gabby. You have a scale in your bathroom, and I was like, is it because if he loses 1 pound, he'll float away? Like, why is there a scale in here?
He's a skinny legend.
Can I say I put on 5 pounds recently, and I'm very happy about
Whoa.
And how did you manage to do that?
that. I've gone through. I occasionally go through periods if I'm really going through it, very depressed, very stressed. My appetite will go out the window,
Yeah.
and I will shrink even worse.
Yeah.
And so I've recently coming out of a rut, I feel, and so
Yeah, I was saying he and I
Yeah,
should
yeah.
switch
Can't
appetites.
relate to this.
He and I should switch appetites so that we can
I would love that.
be in peak physical form. Yeah.
No, I want you to be happy and healthy. And I want that equally for you, so I
and
don't
with
condone
respect,
any of this
not
behavior.
happy and healthy.
And with respect.
With respect.
No matter what you say, Shelby, us not gonna be happy and healthy.
Yeah.
That's okay.
We could both be like hot LA comedians, you know.
Yeah.
We would, you know.
I think I'm a hot LA comedian.
Yeah, any
My
of us could do
initials.
it.
That's true. I'm
Oh,
also
I
a
was
hot
like-
Lucas Arnold comedian.
What's your middle name? I couldn't
Yeah.
figure it out. Okay.
I'm in Lucas
Yeah, sure.
Arnold's cabal of lesbians.
That's
And there is a cabal.
Yeah.
is a cabal.
There is a fucking cabal.
Yeah.
Would you
What
like
do
to
you-
join the cabal?
how do you quell the cabal?
How do I quell them? You just throw them a snack.
That's true.
What snack is it?
A kind bar?
Which is
I
not.
don't know
Wait,
that.
What is a snack that would quell you? If you're really peckish and you want something, what do you go for?
Oh,
Oh, I actually know the answer to this.
Oh,
you
tell
go
us.
ahead. You
Your
answer.
girlfriend told me that you're a big fan of
I
cottage.
thought you were about to say your girl.
Your girlfriend. Certainly not.
Oh,
You
that.
think Shelby's going down?
Never would.
Never.
A woman? Never.
Never.
Relationship, fine. Going down? No.
I know you like cottage cheese.
I had this. I have. I think it's a really common thing for people with ADHD to like fixate on a food.
Yes.
And
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was fixating on cottage cheese. It just ended. The cycle just ended. Where now I'm like a little bit repulsed by it. But 4 months, I'm telling you, 2 tubs a day.
Wow.
Tubs a day
Yeah.
of cottage cheese?
I would sit there with a spoon.
What is cottage cheese?
I don't want to know.
It kind of looks just like what you imagine. If you were to draw fat in its most raw form, it looks like spoonfuls.
It's curdled. It looks like spoiled milk,
Yeah.
which is so
Very
appetizing to the
chunky.
human eye.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Looks a little like ricotta cheese. Looks a little like that.
I do like cottage cheese.
Ricotta cheese is great.
Yeast infection.
Yummy. Yummy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yum. I get
She
those
is risen.
I get those sometimes.
Me too.
I get the yeasties.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
same.
yeah.
This time of year, all the time.
Yeah, we both got the fucked up coochies.
My Gucci's so fucked up.
Yeah, mine's bad.
I have BV right now.
God,
I
how is that
texted my mom. Can you? Because I'll ask her if I need meds
she's
for
a
anything
doctor,
that's
yeah.
not controlled substance. Yeah, and she's
I always ask her for things that are totally legal that she
Yeah.
can send.
She's like, no, they do actually have this in North Korea. They do have this. So you,
She prescribes me meds over the counter, and my brother brings her shrooms from Michigan in the form of shroom chocolate.
whoa.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like a nice sort of symbiotic relationship.
It's like a
that has
covalent
family.
bond.
What is that again?
It's when
Chemistry?
Wait, does it lose an electron? No, is that I don't remember. Ionic and covalent are the two. Covalent's like the soft, cute one though.
Yes.
In
Covalent is kawaii.
Yeah.
Covalent's two girls just being like, let's share fries.
Yeah.
That is. And I think Ionic is a little bit more like tumultuous than that.
Yeah.
It's like we're in an
Ionic
unhappy
is
marriage.
two men starting a podcast.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's good.
I like that.
If I learned that in middle school, maybe I would have done better in chem.
Me too. I got an 80 on the Regents. Which
I
was
don't remember
what's
my
the
Regents.
Regent? What are
Regents is like
Regents
Standardized
are
tests,
the
I
New
assume.
York like state tests that I think they took away when they started doing
Really?
Common Core. Yeah, they
Interesting.
might
They took
still
away?
have them, but they like after we graduated high school, they were like, "Oh, no more Regents." But I do think Regents are still around because everything in New York administratively
revolves around it. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It's like everything in New York revolves. It's like the Earth.
Yeah. It's kind of like how we don't have Wawa in the Northeast. It's like New York is the Wawa of our standardized test.
Well, I know it's really intense. The standardized testing process to get into high schools in New York, it's like,
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's slightly
yeah.
different, but yes,
oh,
it is
okay.
intense.
So you're wrong, but
Yeah.
nice try.
Yeah.
Regents is more like just a perennial thing throughout your education.
Got it.
You're
Whereas the
always
high
doing
school thing, that's very specific.
Okay.
Yeah, to get into high school, yeah, you have to take tests, and then for a lot of them, you have to audition. That was LaGuardia. You had to audition.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
right, because you went to LaGuardia.
yes.
Yeah. I auditioned, did not get a call back.
Wait,
I did-
really?
I had an
Yeah.
ex
Well,
that
to be
went
fair,
there.
I also just left with my dad immediately after my audition. So I maybe did, but I didn't hear.
Oh my god, you'll never know.
You have to stick around to sort of find out.
Well,
that's
I
the
didn't know that, Shelby.
That's so cute.
Where were
What
you
if
when I was there? God damn it.
What if you did get in, or your life could have been so different. You could have been
Oh, no,
on
look at
someone
her.
else's
No,
couch
look at her. She
hosting
still
a
ended up
podcast.
right
or
here.
your life could have been exactly the same, or you could have been on the
What did
same
you-
couch.
What was your like? Do you concentrate in something?
Yeah, I majored in drama.
That's so beautiful. Oh my god, that's
Did
hot.
you do any? Oh, hello.
Oh.
Did you do anything specific in high school? Any sort of track? Any?
Well, I was a dancer my whole
Right,
yeah.
yes.
So I was like a ballerina, classic, like bunhead, you know,
Yeah, I do.
bulimic,
Bunhead.
you know.
bulimic, yeah.
Those are the
Do you
days.
miss it?
I tell jokes a little bit sometimes about this. Do I miss it? No, yeah, I mean, totally. Like, you have like a Stockholm syndrome type relationship with ballet.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like it's so painful. You just suffer the whole time, and when it's gone, you're like, my life has no meaning. I mean, I have comedy now.
That's
so,
good.
Yeah.
That'll help you suffer.
Yeah, which right. I think
Yeah.
that ballet taught me that I wanted to suffer, and then comedy just reinforced that. Was like,
Yeah.
no, bitch, you love this.
That's how I
Yeah.
felt about baseball, to be honest, because like you like fail so much, and then there's a lot of people who start doing comedy and they're like shocked by the fact that you bomb all the time, and I'm like,
Yeah, I know.
this is
What do you
like,
expect?
yeah, I'm like, this is crazy that you feel entitled to do well.
I have such a limited understanding of what baseball is, so all I can picture is like, yeah, like the ball doesn't always come to the bat.
Well, you're right about that. The ball does not
Unless you
always
ask
come to the
nicely.
bat.
Right.
You have
Unless
to
you
ask.
Yeah. Just be
Unless
like,
you have
"Hey."
the right punchline. Unless you say, "Hey, ball, get over here. I don't get
Yeah.
no respect." Hot pocket. Unless you just do a classic, or what's that one? No, we lost Steve Jobs, Bob Hope. Now we have no jobs, no hope. There's like that classic joke.
Oh.
You know
That
about
classic
this.
joke.
No, I don't.
Well,
How were you? So you did baseball and theater. Were you
Yeah.
theatrical about baseball?
oh yeah. Oh, when the Yankees
The guy at bat, he's the lead.
Yeah.
when the
And what part were
Yankees
you?
lost in 2004, when they lost to the Red Sox in a devastating upset, I walked around
Wasn't
this.
that bad?
It was devastating. I
This
walked
New
around the
York
city and I
upbringing is-
cried and I journaled.
Oh
And I journaled about the legacy of the Yankees
Oh my god, no way.
and if they would come back from this. Yeah.
I love how much of a just a sweaty little nerd you are about this.
Oh yeah.
It's beautiful.
Were you like that about dance?
No.
No, you were cool.
Cool is like I was not cool ever.
Okay.
If I'm being honest, I was hot. So no one necessarily did a double take of like, but is she cool though? Like everyone kind of like I was the loser. I was lame.
I have a question. Is being hot not the nepotism to being cool?
No, because of how uncool, how socially anxious, and how bad I was at like knowing what to say to the cool kids. Like I could just sort of like hook up with the cool boys, like, or whatever. Like but I didn't know how to sit and coexist with them. Like I did not understand, and they all hated me.
What did they
my
hate you
senior
about?
year of I went to like a diversity conference my junior year of high
Strike
school.
one.
I went to like a Trumpy private school in Pittsburgh.
Oh, yeah.
And I came back and I was just like, you know, like wokeified white girl that's like, actually, like the world has problems, by the way. Like, and I just like learned so much, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
so, and I was just, it was right at the peak of Trump and Hillary. Like, this is actually all circling back to my intro, but like I was just so interested in like social justice and advocacy, and everyone else in my school just like sucked so hard and they hated
They're
me.
coming for you.
Yeah, I mean that's like, this is a really like, I'm distilling this, and are we allowed to talk when this
That was crazy loud. Do you mind if someone call 911? Because I think Shawty is fired for burning on the dance floor.
Oh yeah. Somebody has to do it.
I mean,
Someone
to be
has to.
fair, in I was annoying. You know what I mean? Like I was so annoying.
Yeah.
But I cared a lot. I didn't even know what I
don't
it's
think you
just
can be
all-
annoying and be apathetic. I think to
Yeah,
be annoying
wait.
means you are passionate about
Yes.
the wrong thing.
And or even like the right thing, just not knowing exactly how to do it because I was
Fair.
so white. Like couldn't change that part.
Yeah. I feel you on. I was the same. I was very.
You wanted to be a different race?
Man, boy, I tried. I tried everything.
Oh Lord.
But wait, how did we get on to this? Because we were talking about, oh yeah, because I was not cool. I just never was.
I still find this hard to believe. about
I
you.
don't.
know
I
me.
don't find it hard.
Yeah,
to believe.
Gabby,
Don't
you
find it
know
hard to
me.
believe.
I was hot in high school and I wasn't cool, and so it didn't matter that I
Really?
was. Yeah, I was.
I'm still not cool. I'm
You
not
want to see
cool.
a picture?
Yeah, sure.
I just found an
never-
old picture of myself.
I
Oh my
never
God.
understood because I don't know. I was like nerdy, and I was, you know,
Mm-hmm.
I never understood cool people. I still don't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really?
it's
What-
really so.
And
foreign to me.
what?
It's not for lack of trying. Okay.
Oh.
Well, how old are you in this picture? I don't know.
2.
18
Are
yet?
you happy? Are you happy? I was probably 16 or 17.
Aw.
Yeah. I know.
You look like a
I know,
lovely
sometimes-
young woman.
Yeah.
Sometimes I show pictures of myself being like that age to my girlfriend, and I'm like, and she's like, I can't comment on this. What do you want me
Oh.
to say?
Where's-
I know she's lame.
Oh, is that? But she's like going, oh, like damn, or like.
Well, I'd like her to say, "Oh, damn."
Yeah.
She's such a good person.
Yeah.
She's too good.
She's so fucking annoying.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know. She's so pure of heart.
Oh, boo.
Her intentions are so good.
Oh, yeah.
I know. For
Yeah.
me, I'm like corrupting her. I'm awful.
Wait, so what? Okay, so you were uncool. Like, before you discovered social justice, why were you uncool?
Honestly, I don't know, cause like theater kid energy.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I would know nothing about.
Me neither. I've never.
Right.
I've never
Neither
heard
of you.
No, not
Whenever
at all.
Actors,
people speculate
comedians.
if Lucas is gay, I'm like, do we not know about the one straight guy in a theater troupe? Do we not remember?
Yeah,
that
there
this-
was one straight boy in my ballet class.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I'm sure
Boy,
he
do we
got
have a
laid.
I actually have a story to share.
Yeah.
Recently, which was the other day. I went to get a routine STD test, and everything went great. But
Way to brag! Way to brag!
What a person to be saying that to.
Yeah, really.
sucks
of
to
all people.
suck if that shit doesn't.
Let it be said on the record. I love having herpes, but go ahead.
So I went to get a routine test, but the thing is,
We'll talk about that.
Yeah,
I recently got new insurance, and I went to like a local spot where I have gotten tested in the past, and it's charged a lot more than I was used to, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna not take this. I'm gonna try to look for a free place ideally, and I found a place
Back
in Manhattan,
alley.
and it was called GMHC. I didn't, and I was just like, cool. It was a free spot. I was available to get like a slot the next day.
Sounds
and
like
then when
it sells protein powder as well.
could be, but here's what it actually stood for. Because when I got there, I looked at the thing. It said "Gay Men's Health Crisis,"
Yeah.
and because like on the podcast, Sonny LaPrade has tried to convince me. No, Lucas, there's like a few of us that think
sounds
you're a
exactly like
trans
her.
woman. We just think you are like.
That is such a perfect Sunny impression.
Thank you. I've worked on it. But the thing is, like, as I was there and I saw that, I was like, I can't be seen here by the wrong person. I was like, if a certain person sees me, I'm done.
You know,
You're gonna get
something?
photographed.
Here's why what you said. There's no shot at it because you were in Manhattan, and anyone that we do comedy.
yes. Yeah. By the way, wonderful professionals there. Go there to get tested. They'll treat you wonderfully.
Yeah, go to the Gay Men's Health Clinic.
Go to the Gay Men's Health Crisis.
So let's talk about it.
Yep.
Which one? Let's talk
Next, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
How do you feel about being the herpes comedian of our time?
I mean, I'm trying to make myself the herpes comedian because I'm right now I'm nobody nothing.
Can I say it's working?
I mean that means a lot.
You know, they don't have herpes in North Korea.
Tell my mom that. Oh my god.
We actually do. I think she probably think it's really funny.
I mean, I can't. There are certain things that I can't say on this podcast in relation
Okay.
to who in my family does or doesn't also have herpes. But
Okay.
So it's genetic?
no, my family's just fun.
It's like Judaism. It's through the mom.
Oh, it's matrilineal. That's right.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's just my family is fun. My family is full of people who know to have a little bit of fun.
okay.
No, my brother has oral. Lame.
Thrush.
It's not. I think that's what that is.
Yeah.
How does it? I contracted herpes, and I don't know exactly when, but my symptoms started in October of last year, so recently. And I only had one outbreak. I haven't had any since, but I'm happy to have another. It's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
It's all good. And I don't know. I just genuinely love talking about it
Good.
because having it feels like such a big deal, especially when you're like a girl like me.
And when you say girl like you, what does that mean?
Like, I just feel like I was in college, I was such a sorority girl, you know? I just was her. I was the sorority girl. And then since I started talking about having herpes, lots of girls would come up to me after shows and be like, I have chlamydia, or I have herpes, or I got this, or HPV, whatever. Like, and all these like adorable girls tell me about their STDs. I did like a show at it wasn't a show, it was my friend's birthday. So it was a bunch of like sorority girls from college, and literally they were like, I have that! Like, like I'm just like girlifying herpes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wait, if someone comes up to you and is like, oh my God, I get it because I have chlamydia, are you like, yeah, you can get rid of that?
Right, exactly. I'm like, we're not the same.
Yeah.
I'm like a little bit, it's like a little bit more intense. But also the thing with chlamydia is a lot of people don't realize they have it, and they have for a long time, and then they Timothy Chalamet it up and all around the place.
Yeah, it's true. We just talked about him last week.
Yeah.
How he chlamydia'd it up.
Yeah, he gave it to
Yeah.
me. Yeah, and I didn't even, just with his acting, he connected. That's how
Wow,
he
he was
connected.
so method.
So girls will come up to you and be like, "Oh my God, I have it too." So you want to break the stigma?
I mean, I guess like the stigma is broken for a lot of people, but it still exists because it's
Yeah.
such a big deal. My mom does
It'd be funny
not
if you were
want me
like, no,
talking
I don't want
about
to
it.
break the stigma.
Yeah,
I want to
keep-
really
I
keep
wanna
it going.
the stigma. I just want people to know that hot people can get herpes too.
Say that.
Yeah.
Say that.
My mom hates that I talk about having herpes. I think it's just like really
What was
Is
her
it like she has herpes by default?
by proxy?
herpes by proxy.
Because that's how I feel about when I gain weight. I feel like whenever my mom like freaks out that I'm chubby, like she feels like she's chubby.
Well, yeah,
by
yeah.
default.
My mom sees me as an extension of herself.
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
me too.
yes.
And it's a
yes.
huge problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So how, are you comfortable sharing how she reacted when you first told her?
Well, she's a doctor. So
Right.
it was immediately like, we were trying to figure it out. Well, actually, so I did not have any sores, and I did not know what was going on, but I had a lot of other problems. It was like crazy down there. And I'm texting, I'm on the phone with my mom. I'm like, I have fevers. Like, I have a yeast infection, won't go away. Like, I'm freaking out. Her gynecologist friend says she thinks it's herpes. I was like, I have not had sex in months and months and months. Like, there's no way. I'm not sexually active. Like, there's just no way. And my mom was like, well, it's a little bit hard to know what's going on if you won't send me a picture.
Fucking 0 to 60.
Like,
that's how I'm getting my nudes next time.
You are a doctor and you are my mom, but I cannot send you a picture of my vaginal herpes as much as I love you. So she was like asking, I was like, there has to be another
Your
way to
mom's like,
find
send
out.
nudes or I'm gonna go.
Oh my God, so funny.
Oh my God.
But she was very like, this doesn't mean anything. Like, you are not a whore. You're not like, you shouldn't be ashamed of this. And I was like, well, I never said I was a whore. And she's like, the main thing was like,
You're not a skank. You're not a
Yeah.
dirty.
A dirty little slut.
But the main thing that she was like, do not, don't be ashamed of this at all. Also, this is your information to tell, and you don't need to tell anyone. Like, no one needs to know. Like, you don't tell anyone. I was like, okay,
I told
but
people, why?
well, yeah, exactly. I was like, I want to talk about it. Like, this is actually a good thing, for stand up is like one forum where you can talk about something that's going on in your life and actually sometimes make someone feel a little bit better. And she was like, I don't see why you would ever talk about that. Like, that's not funny. That's just cringe. Yeah.
Love her.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Love her.
So iconic.
Yeah.
So it was very like, on the one hand, don't be ashamed of this, but you should be ashamed enough to never tell anyone.
Never express.
Just
it.
don't feel ashamed inside.
Yeah.
And I was
Yeah.
like, that's not equivalent to me. Like, the being shameless about it means talking about it in the way, because that's what works for me, because I can't keep my mouth shut about anything. I love oversharing.
Right.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
oversharing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We both like when
And
we hang
I
out.
love oversharing. I like an oversharer though in a conversation. I like when
Yeah.
someone else is an oversharer.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
like when you enter a conversation and you're like, "How are you?" and they like talk. Because you don't have to do anything. You're just sitting there.
Well, I have a question. Am I an oversharer or an undersharer? I think I'm an undersharer.
I think you're
You don't overshare. And the times that
Yeah.
I've pressed you about girls and stuff, you say just like the minimum to get by. But there's this
Yeah.
glimmer of love behind your eyes when you really like someone, and I can just tell.
That's so true.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I think you are I think you share like the appropriate amount, to be honest. I think you're pretty appropriate about what
Oh,
you
okay. Yeah. Because I'm always terrified of oversharing, because there are
Right.
times in my childhood where I overshared and everyone was like, Jesus. And I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. And then I like freaked out because I was afraid that I would be like shunned.
Right.
Yeah, definitely.
That must have been hard.
Well, it's cringe when boys do it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
when we do it, it's hot and cool.
Yeah. When you guys do it, I'm just like, "Ugh." Yeah.
Obviously.
Indeed.
Wait, I wanted to ask you. Okay, so your mom told you wanted to be a comedian, or sorry, your mom told you to be a comedian.
No. Your mom told you your mom tells you what your desires are.
Yes. It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think. Well, I don't think she says you. I said I wanted to be a model, and she was like, "No chance in hell, sweetheart. You have an athletic body type, and you're never gonna be above 5'5". But you could be a comedian." She didn't say that to me, but that's behind the
Are
eyes.
you 5'7"?
No, I'm like 5'5.5".
You have a tall personality.
You know what? I have gotten that before, and it makes me. It's a really nice compliment to give someone. That's very nice of you to say. But I don't think
I
so.
was gonna say something different.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say,
something.
if you asked me without looking at Shelby what her height is, I would have said 5'5.5".
Really?
Yeah, probably.
Average. It's very average height for a female.
No, but specifically you, I'm like, this is feeling, it gives 5'5.5".
I wish I could be 5'7". It's all I ever wanted.
Yeah, what would you do if you were 5'7"? Like, if I waved a magic wand, what would you do first thing?
I feel like you'd be on America's Next Top Model.
Well, that's what I wanted.
Is it that you need to
That's
be
why I
taller
wanted
to be a model?
I saw the show. Yes, I saw the show, America's Next Top Model. My friend showed it to me, and I was like, "This is the dream."
Yeah.
Like, it was back in like the era of like Tyra Banks just culturally appropriating anything, and no one knew it was a big deal.
Yes.
Yeah. And I was like, "This."
The girls had to like be in blackface and I feel like
Yeah.
there was a lot of
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, yeah.
And so what I was saying is when I was 13, I really wanted to be. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Finish your thought.
Your mom, you said to your mom, I want to be a model in blackface. Your mom said, no chance. You're going to be a comedian in blackface.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God. No, she just like actually she was trying to give me a compliment because she was like, "You're too smart." Not that, first of all, models are smart. I've modeled a little bit with my job, and like every time I meet one, they're like reading Dostoevsky. Like,
Yeah. Models are like the smartest people in
Yeah,
the world. It's
yeah.
actually insane.
Though being a model is a smart choice. It's
Yes.
a great way to like conserve energy and
Yeah.
like you. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
great idea.
but so models are smart. But what my mom was saying is like, if you look at the SNL writers room, they all went to Harvard. Like you're too smart to just like sell your looks. Basically, was what she was saying. But to me, it just sounded like, you're ugly, but I love you, and I think you could still be something.
Oh, didn't you go to Penn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she did. She's a smarty
an Ivy
pants.
League queen.
She's a smarty little
Yeah.
pants right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, my dad went there, so
Oh,
he doesn't like give money or anything. But
so you
still,
sloped
legacy
down the
helps.
path that he already
Yeah,
rode.
my girlfriend and I both have that, where like she went to Harvard and I went to Penn, but both of our dads went to our schools, and we're like, we can't claim it. We didn't like.
Well, can I tell you this? My dad went to Columbia. I applied to Columbia, did not get in.
That's really brutal.
Yeah.
And
I'm
you
a-
went to Northwestern, which is like better, arguably.
Oh no, I definitely had a better time than I would have at Columbia.
Yeah.
I don't regret where I went at all.
Yeah.
But I did apply to a few Ivies, got rejected for all of them, and the one where I had a little bit of nepotism, nothing.
One time,
Yeah, and you applied early. Yeah.
No, just regular.
Oh, that's why.
that's
Legacy
why. You
only
have to
counts
apply
if you're.
early.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, because I wanted to go to Brown, but
I wanted to go to Brown.
Yeah, I really wanted to go to Brown. I like cried at the info session of Brown because I just was like, it's such like a beautiful environment where everyone gets along. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh,
You
this is
create
your
a
SJW
major-
days?
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. And but I knew I could only get into Penn if I applied early, and then it ended up being like the best.
Wait, what is it about early? No one told me this. That you
What?
had to
They didn't tell you to hang around after your audition. They didn't tell you like.
You have no idea how much of the operating system most other
Were your
people got that I
parents?
did not get. Words can't describe how little I got.
You
Yeah.
turned out okay.
That's so nice. You're so. You're
We're
so
all
lovely.
here, aren't we?
Yeah,
We are all here.
We're all
on these.
here.
And if I went to LaGuardia, I'd still be right here.
That's very true, actually.
Yes.
It's kind of crazy how true that is. Yep.
How you feeling right now? How you doing?
Really, I feel success coming
That's
my way. I
good.
feel, it's at LaGuardia. I remembered being 14 and being like, I'm not gonna get good at acting until I'm 18. And then when I was 18, I got good at acting, but nobody gave a shit. Nobody cared.
What?
Nobody.
should
Because the systems had already been like created. Like it was like, okay, these girls know how to act, so we cast them in parts.
I see,
Boys
see.
know how to act.
So your
we cast
ability
them
to
in
make an
parts.
impression had passed.
Have you
Gone.
considered
I
ever
see.
doing characters and stuff like? through in
Well,
stand-up?
I during the last week, but are you sure I did a character? I did Santa Judge, and I didn't break character the whole time.
It was fun. I
It
think
was-
I think I was there for it.
Yeah,
wasn't
you
I?
were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what does Santa have to say about queer?
Whoa,
I love that so
Mrs.
much.
Claus left me for an elf, and that elf was a woman. So Mrs. Claus was a bisexual the whole time. Nobody told me Santa about any
Why
of
is
this.
Gilbert
I do
Gottfried
feel like-
underwater?
I do feel like Santa is the epitome of like, I gotta leave my bitch wife. Because he's always like, just like jetting around the world. He
His
never
whole
invites her.
job is
He never
let me get
invites her.
away.
You're right. Well, she's just an impet. She's always on the sleigh chirping. Oh, don't go into that one's house. That lady's hot. Oh, but I gotta do my job and deliver the presents.
Yeah, exactly. He's going down other women's chimneys,
Yeah.
Yeah.
eating their cookies. That's a euphemism.
Yeah. And
I
milk.
was literally thinking this is a
And milk.
euphemism.
Yeah.
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 And
So speaking of milk, so you're at UPenn.
And Santa
And you're-
Baby is a song written with historical accuracy. Okay, anyway, sorry.
Santa,
continue.
what is the?
You know, that's, I don't know.
Baby.
Santa
she's
was
like
a
a
baby once.
No, she's like trying to seduce him, and I guarantee you he's been seduced.
Oh yeah.
Let's just say.
Oh, for sure.
Rudolph's nose wasn't the only thing that was hard. What the fuck? Okay.
Wait. Okay. Wait. Santa, would you?
I mean, I love men with power.
True. Mrs. Claus, would you?
I love women with
Close to
experience in the northern women. I love
Northern women.
I don't know why I said
You
that.
can't say that anymore. It's UAP.
I just
Woman of North.
Santa is
Woman
a
of the North.
UFO, and I'll say the antiquated term.
Wow. Okay, so you're at UPenn and you're hooking up with all the fraternity boys. But when do you?
I never said that. You just put those words in my mouth, but it was
But did
happening.
you?
yeah.
Yeah, you did.
You did say it.
Of course you did.
So but then when do you go gay? When do you go gay? Or
Oh, and I said I was hooking up with high school. When do I go gay? My
Yes.
first. Oh boy. Okay. I started to realize I was gay when I was in high school, going to all these like social justice events, being like, she's hot in a Ruby Rose kind of way, and I want to.
Rose, her Rose.
Yeah.
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 I
She's
can't
on
think
a
of
Ruby
anything.
Rose kind of way, and I am risen. All right,
It's Easter.
Yeah.
That was really good.
but it was
Don't look at
happening.
me.
Okay, but we'll start. But
No, yeah.
So I don't know. I was like, I was just around more queer women, and then I started to. And my best friend at the time was a non-binary person, and I was just like, I kind of hit me once. We were like both like laying in bed side by side together. Of like,
It kind of hit me post sex.
I was like, oh, is this a romantic? Like, had not even clicked before. I had always asked I had friends who were gay, and I had always been like, is that me? No, I don't think so. Like, I checked in about it, but it wasn't ever feeling right. And then I went, but by the time I went to Penn, by the time I went to college, I was like, okay, I think I'm bi or pan or whatever the word is. Like, I think I like them all.
Yeah. Gotta get
And the first week of like being in my dance company, this girl and I in my dance company, we hooked up like first week. And oh God, I mean, we still talk, but like it was not a good experience basically. And it just like wasn't the right match, whatever. And then I was like, okay, I guess I don't like girls, like done. And then a few months later, our friendship started getting weird. And then she sat me down and I was like, are there any, I've just noticed that our friendship is kind of, a little bit off. Like, is there something wrong? Like, have I done something? And she was like, basically, it's just that everyone knows you're straight and you lied about being gay. And she and I have talked about it. Like, it just sort of was like, yeah, you're right. Like, I'm definitely just straight. Like, I just like nice Jewish boys. And like, I put it away for the rest of college. So that was my freshman year. I put it away for the rest of college. And then my senior year of college, a bunch of girls that I was friends with just started being like, wait, I think I'm like bisexual. I'm like bi. I think I'm very curious. And I was like, bitch, wait, I've been that the whole time. Like,
Yeah.
And then I moved to New York, started just like, I was still dating men, but I kind of just, I was like, you're all so boring to me. Like, it just wasn't.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like finance bros, but still, it just like wasn't working out. And then I remember, this is kind of probably a boring story, and you can cut this out of your podcast. But I was at the Jane. I was like going out at a club with a friend.
For people who don't know me, what's the Jane?
Oh, it's just like a club
All right.
in Manhattan. And there's this girl who came in like super queer coded, and we were talking for a bit, and she gave me poppers for the first time, and I was like hitting on her, and she was like, do you like women? And I was like, well, I hate men. And then we started making out, and that was like the resurgence of that.
It feels like the music in a movie that like
It was that.
swells, like
It
the
was
It
trailer.
feels a little
literally
like a
yeah.
music
And
video.
she was like, do you like girls? And I was like, well, I hate men. And then we started kissing.
Yeah,
like, it was
yeah.
literally that.
You should
And then
have
I
whipped
turned
out
around.
your phone and sent it to that girl who called you straight.
Well, so then a couple months later, I told her about that thing, and she was like, oh, are you experimenting? Yeah. It was a lot of undermining it for a while. And I just like believed people because they were queer for longer than me.
Okay, wait. When she went, oh, are you experimenting? What is the meaning behind that? What is the tone of voice?
Of like,
You'll go back to men.
yeah, exactly.
Oh, I see,
it was
I
just
see.
like, yeah.
It's like the invalidating we do as a joke, but they're doing it for real.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the invalidating we do for real, but it's to their detriment.
Yeah.
The invalidating we do for real.
Listen, I would never invalidate a woman who was trying to have sex with me. Okay?
Wait.
crazy.
Yeah.
I'll invalidate a woman trying to have sex with you.
I mean, I get it because it's like queer
Right
women.
before she goes to have sex with me, Lucas whispers in her ear, I think you're straight. The girl's like, you're right, and then walks away.
It's like it's complicated because queer women don't want to be experimented on, but also people also need to figure it out, and like lesbian porn isn't always gonna cut it because straight porn is quite frankly miserable to watch.
Yeah, but
So-
lesbian porn, I feel like never cuts it. Their nails are so long.
Of all
Yeah.
people, you'd think would trim him.
Yeah. Well,
My nails are long,
yeah, but
too.
you're a bottom. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm always like, wait, babe, I haven't cut my nails. She's like, it's fine, don't do anything. I'm like, okay, next time. I'll get you next time, girl.
That makes, yep.
That's.
I got
This
you.
is blowing my mind.
This is how she operates.
I
It's on
don't
a new
even mean
level.
to. I really don't even mean to. I just forget and my nails grow.
Yeah.
I also sometimes forget. I have the
You have
unfortunate.
pretty short nails. They're not.
Yeah, but I
that-
keep them short. I have this unfortunate predicament where my nails grow really long, really fast, and then I'll go have lunch with my mother, and she's like, "God, I wish I had nails like yours. Like mine are just so short naturally." I'm like, "Ugh, I wish I had nails like yours." She doesn't understand why I don't grow them out
Yeah.
because she's
My
on
nails are so short. They don't grow that fast at all.
I mean, that's good.
Well, then you could. I mean, you're fingering ladies. We're fingering ladies.
Yeah. Then who's flying the plane? Okay, I have one last.
If everyone's fingering
If
everyone.
everyone's figuring each other, then where's the bus?
The bus.
Where's the bus?
Where's the bus? I think I had a stroke. Okay, before we get into listener submissions, I have one more thing that I want to present
yes.
to you. So, this might come out like a little bit later than there might be another news cycle about this by the time this comes out. Taylor Swift just released there's like lyrics to Taylor Swift songs that have been released.
Sure.
And they're
The
really
album came out.
and they're really bad.
Are you trying to get me canceled? I literally woke up this morning. I said, Shelby, do not mention Taylor Swift. Do not mention Taylor Swift.
Oh,
The
no, we
fan
want
base
people
is
to come
so severe that like you can't say anything. And I
They're
just
not like the
What is your
Barbs.
what is your opinion of
no,
Taylor
don't
Swift?
ask me that. I actually like I'm telling you, I will tell you anything about my life. I don't want to talk about Taylor Swift because I respect the fuck out of her. I'll just say that.
Hold on, wait. Do you wanna allegedly not confirm? Text me your opinions for me to say as if they're my own. I'll do that.
I respect her so much. I think she's
There's a gun to her head.
no, I do. I
Hey,
do.
is that a red dot on your forehead?
It's so you guys don't even you guys don't understand because the one thing I said when I woke up this morning was like, don't bring up Taylor Swift, and if they bring up Taylor Swift, panic. It's like the one thing
This is so
that
weird.
I was so worried.
I'm so happy right now.
I'm like freaking out. Yeah, so the lyrics are bad. Yeah, okay. Go ahead.
Well, we won't talk about it, but I will say this. She is a billionaire.
Yeah.
That is just a fact. You can say
Right.
that.
And so
That's
is
okay.
Rihanna, and so is those are the only two billionaires we have.
Beyonce.
Yeah, Beyonce as
Yeah.
well.
But I mean, I'm not gonna say anything bad about them.
Yeah, they're
'cause
allowed
I
to
want to
be.
have sex with them both.
Really?
Rihanna and Beyonce,
I don't-
free pass, free billionaire pass.
I don't know if I would want to have sex with Beyonce.
She is clamoring to have sex
Once?
with you, though.
Oh,
she's clamoring.
Yeah, she's knocking down your
She's
door.
like foaming at the mouth, like frothing, trying to
Yeah.
get on this podcast to have sex with you.
She's going. Rah, rah. Ow.
How did you do that?
Just I was a dog in a past life. Yeah. Oh, that's what my mom believes in, past lives.
My mom
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah,
So
but
past
kinda
lives,
believe in
aliens
past
and
lives.
past lives are big. Like they're all connected. It's
How
all
did
the
she
universe.
get into aliens?
Oh yeah.
I'm not actually sure how she first got into it, but when I was going through
traditional way.
when I was going through like my really deep dark moments of like not understanding what was going on, like I mean my autoimmune disorder is like an answer for why I have chronic pain, but still doctors can't really figure it out. But I saw this like Akashic record specialist, and she basically told me that I'm an alien from all sorts of planets, and I was really into that for a while. I started listening. I started listening to high vibrational music, trying to like locate my spirit guides.
No, you started vibrating.
I was
You
already.
started
First of all, I was
vibrating.
already vibrating.
Wait, you started listening to did you find it in the music?
My spirit guides, no.
I thought
But
you
my
meant- I thought you
mom.
meant the clit. Did you find?
No, can't find that either. Oh, here's this. I mean, God, is it okay to like?
Yes.
This is taking from my stand-up a bit, but this is a true story where like I'm such a bottom and I'm such a bad lesbian. I'm such a bad, so bad at lesbian sex that a few months ago I felt this bump on my girlfriend and I was like, I think I gave you herpes, and she was like, that is my clit. I was like, never felt that before.
Please tell me that she left. Please.
Yeah,
tell.
no, it's
Okay,
so funny
good.
for us both. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
great.
And I had, by the way, but just wait, I hadn't given her herpes. I had found her a clip before. I had not given her herpes. To my knowledge, she does not have herpes. However, I'm a lot more locked in on what is the
Locked in on
clit
where
and
the
what
clit is,
Yeah.
what it is,
Yeah,
who
yeah.
it is, sound it out.
I'm
yeah.
so proud of
She's
you.
hard to find.
Yeah, yeah.
And when you find it when you're least expecting it.
Yeah. Well, you know, there's a little easy acronym to find the clit. Okay. So if you think of the word clitoris,
Acronym. I use my fingers.
well,
I learn with words. I can think we can. Let's go.
okay,
Let's
so
go down this path.
The word clitoris, C is for the way you look at me. L is whatever the rest of the song is.
Is for the only la 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 I see. It's not the next letter. It's not the it's I.
extraordinary.
It's
but
I.
it's I pronounced like E.
Oh, like in Italy?
Yeah, it's the
Clit.
clitoris is Italian.
E. Yeah.
Clit.
The clitoris is
The
it.
clit.
Le clit.
Le clit. Le clit.
Le clit.
That sounds like a makeup brand.
Il
Le clit.
clitorio. Si.
El clitorio.
Il. Yeah.
Il clitorio.
No,
Il,
that would be
it's masculine. Yeah.
No, wait. Is this Spanish or is this French?
Italian is-
Italian. Oh, that I don't speak.
Do you guys remember on Emily? You might not. You won't know. But okay, Emily in Paris. Did you ever watch?
Oui.
I love. She's just like, oh, 100% Lucas doesn't know this.
Okay, Lucas, you'll love this. So on Emily in Paris, there's a plot line.
She goes to Paris. Done.
Kind of. So Lily Collins discovers that the word for vagina in French is like,
masculine.
Is masculine,
Vagin. Yeah.
and she gets, because she doesn't
Wait.
understand what the French language is. She gets mad about it. And so she starts a campaign at her job, which she started as an assistant and then becomes a copy editor in like no time. She starts a campaign that's like the vagina is not masculine, and it takes off, and it leads to the iconic line, "Bridget Macron just retweeted you, bitch."
Okay, I don't
Oh, that's a
remember
good
that.
quote.
Yeah.
Sorry. I thought I heard
Wow.
knocking. It wasn't there.
Wow. Ghosties? Aliens?
Ghosties, maybe. Oh my God. Your past lives.
One day, my mother will get abducted.
And then aliens will show up.
Has she been to the Roswell Museum?
No.
She should go.
But that's the husband and wife that were abducted? Or no? Oh, I'm sorry. We're talking about a scientist.
No, we're
Wait.
talking about a museum in Roswell. But
New Mexico.
Roswell is the
Oh,
place
okay.
where it's like where Area 51 is.
Yeah.
Well, there
yeah,
was
yeah.
that. There was like this couple. They were driving in a car and they got abducted.
Yes, I know about this.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And they both had like the same nightmares. There's a school. Look, whatever. There's a school of kids. I think it's in Zimbabwe, and they saw a UAP,
I love that
and
you're
they
using
all
the
drew
politically
pictures
correct-
of it.
And they took pictures of it, and then
They
what hap-
drew pictures of it from memory.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, I've gone down a rabbit hole where I was like, all right, let's see if this is real.
Yeah,
you know who
it's-
is legit into UAPs and also just like the occult, the beyond, like other dimensions of spirits and stuff is Dan Aykroyd. He actually his family, they have a family psychic, a medium that they would just go to, and that's the reason he wrote Ghostbusters, is because he's legit just into this world of the occult.
That's crazy. Wow. I
And
mean,
he says that one time, and I'm sorry to say this was on the Joe Rogan podcast. It was like a clip that I saw on YouTube, and I was like, well,
Of
now I'm
course.
interested.
no, of course. And my mom.
he got spooned by a ghost.
That's nice.
He was staying in a house and he felt this presence, just like he was the little spoon, and they just had a beautiful little nap.
And well, if he admitted to being a little spoon, then it had to have been real.
Yeah,
Wow.
Wow, that's true. Although
beautiful?
being a little spoon is very gentle.
so nice. That's
Wonderful
why that's
experience.
what I did it just then, like at the beginning of the podcast. It's just so nice.
You do fit so perfectly in her
In my
in
bosom.
her arms.
It's a very nice.
For as tall as you are, you really do roll up like a microphone cord.
I can put my foot behind my head.
Really?
Yeah. Hold on.
It's horrifying to watch.
I can't do that.
Me neither.
I can't actually do that.
Yeah.
What was your signature ballet move?
This is it. Oh my god.
No,
Whoa.
I can't actually
You're
get
doing it. You're doing it. Whoa. You nailed it.
Not really. I didn't get it far.
I mean,
back.
I didn't really do it. That was much farther back. I thought that was good.
It's interesting. My ballet, I was more like, I don't think I had a thing that I was particularly good at other than like stage presence and performing itself, but actual like people had better extension than me, better turns, like
So you
everything
were doing
else.
bits.
I was doing bits.
ballet.
Yeah, it's like there's like I had good musicality and I had good performance quality, but I was not. I mean, I did not have a ballerina body. I did not have what it took. But I was a good ballerina. I just wasn't like an amazing ballerina, but I was good.
I believe
You
you.
know what I mean?
Yeah. Let's see if you're good enough
Let's
to
get in.
help our listeners. Let's see.
And you got any listeners with herpes?
All of them.
Oh my god, this is crazy. Every single one. Yeah.
Whether they admit it or not. I can't believe you wouldn't answer Taylor Swift questions.
Well, I could I was like, oh fuck, I really just dodged that Taylor Swift question.
Yeah.
Do you want to ask it to me? I'll answer.
What are
want
your
it?
thoughts on Taylor Swift?
No, I'm not gonna answer.
Yeah, okay. All right, so I have the submission right here. Hey, Meerkats and guest, it's the boarding school kid again. I have my submission on an episode, so I've decided to provide an update. My classmates are nice about my accent and my. Do you want to give?
Oh
a
yeah,
little...
yeah. Some kid wrote in being like,
Sounds like he's having an okay time. But
I'm worried. I'm worried that I'm going to a new school and I'm worried people are going to judge my accent.
Australia, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
But it turned out in this one, I think he might have a Mexican
Yeah.
accent.
he's accent. So, you can do an Australian accent?
Yeah, I could do. I could read this in an Australian accent. I could try. Okay, so. My classmates are nice about my accent, and my friends are always correcting my pronunciation of tomato. I have also gotten a couple of remarks about my accent. I'm Hispanic,
I knew it!
and one of my classmates, Jay, does not believe that this is my real accent. He says I don't sound Hispanic. Other than that, all is well. Hope you'll have a great day.
This is such an Australian problem to have, though. Where he's like, this is the worst thing that.
this man.
Babes, I think you're gonna be just fine. Girls love an accent no matter what it is.
Any accent?
Any accent at all.
That's true. Okay. All right. We got another one. This one's insane.
Okay.
Okay. As a married demisexual person, already insane. Sex is mid. I don't know what y'all are on about on the actual act of sex. Is so annoying and tedious for such little payoff. Please discuss the categorical reasons why you enjoy it so I can at least understand it on an intellectual level. My
Sure.
autism needs answers. This is what Superbad was about. This is not nearly as cool as finding buried treasure or various other escapades. Could have gone out, could have gone to the store, could have done chores. I guess you can say it's a workout, but then you can just work out. And then hold on, it doesn't end there. Kinks are chill though. I can fuck with those.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is like category 1, world building.
Oh, I like that. But on the vein of buried treasure, Shelby, find the clit on this person. I don't think this person has found the clit.
Oh, this married demisexual wasn't really like dealt the right set of cards to begin with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First you're married,
Yeah.
then you're demi.
Yeah, they were born married.
Yeah, born married, then
Which is, I mean, it's rare, but it does affect some people.
Yeah,
it does.
it's true.
Then went to the
one in
registrar
every
to be demi.
10,000.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Then they got demi with another person.
Yeah.
You're demi forever, you know. In sickness and in health.
A demvorce.
Yeah, they're gonna divorce. One of them's gonna be ace, and one of them's gonna be full.
I feel like you're gonna get so much done if you're not trying to get laid. Like you could just
True.
be so productive. Like, don't even worry about it. But what would you if we're supposed to break it down categorically?
Yeah, what sex is all about? What's the good bits?
If you're thinking about sex as a venue to an orgasm, then
Great.
It's, I was gonna say not
Right, the
that
lesbians are like, well, it's actually not always about that. It's like it's much more about connecting and intimacy.
good. We just had such different.
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
crazy. The couch just split open.
Yeah.
That was Lucas is like,
As soon as you started the sentence, I was like, I know what I'm going to say.
it's like an orgasm you can just give yourself, and you like need to as a it's like eating food, and like it's like your body needs it, like plumbing. But sex is about intimacy, connection. Like you hug the other person, you're naked with them, you're like touching each other. That's nice.
Wait, you touch?
Through a sheet.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it's really romantic when you caress the sheet.
Yeah, sex is all about one
The sheet.
one person's facing the wall.
And the other person's facing the other wall.
And that's sex, baby.
You know Plato's allegory of the cave?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
So walk
Sex
us through
is
that.
a lot like that.
Right,
Where you're
where-
facing a wall and you're looking at shadows going,
Yeah.
I wish I could do that. The shadows are fucking. You're like, this is my world.
So what's sex all about for you?
It used to be like in college, it was just like transactional social currency in a way. Like it was just like, I feel like we mostly just fucked around with other people to be like, well, I hooked up with this person. I did this. Like, it was just, I feel like it was more of a currency, and it was very transactional. But I feel like
That
when you
sounds
get
like comp het too. I'm sorry to say.
no, it is
Yeah.
totally. Well, I was
Yeah,
at the time.
compulsory heterosexuality. That's what you're doing, Lucas.
Yeah, I knew what the comp meant. I don't live totally under a rock. I've
Indicated.
picked up a few things.
Yeah, that's
But-
true. If you've been podcasting with me this long,
Yeah.
probably.
The cabal of lesbians has taught me a few things. My cabal.
But yeah, it's so cliche to say that intimacy is still like within the realm of human desire, like that you want someone to connect with you in that kind of way more than they do with other people. I'm like questioning my own. I don't know. I like the performance of sex. Like sex as a performer is fun. Like it's attention. I love attention. I have lines. I have a script. I can go off lines. I can go off script. I can say whatever the fuck I want within reason.
A lot of accents.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of slurs.
Oh my god, what's that? That's my script.
I don't know.
You found the
honestly,
script?
I don't know. Help me out here, guys. Do you like sex? I think I do.
I like sex.
I
yeah.
do too.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you
I
like
used
about
to like it a
Lucas?
lot more. I used to like sex a lot more. Like I used to be so much kinkier, so much more into sex, and I'm just like, now if my girlfriend and I make time, but we have to save like 2 hours, and we always like forget, and we're like watching Rick and Morty, and we're like, oh, should we have fucked? Oh, okay, I guess we'll do it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, this person.
In a weird way, I think that's actually kind of romantic that you go
It
through
is.
that exact experience together.
We
Because
did.
yeah.
You have to like set up. Do you feel like this as a gay woman? Like you have to put it on the G-Cal, and if it's not,
I think
it's
that's
not
just
gonna
for
happen.
relationships. You just need to set time aside to do anything in a relationship.
Yeah.
You just got to be able to make time for it. That I think that I've heard that in just like very like long-term marriages.
Yeah.
That they're like we have to
My girlfriend and I
we literally
have
have
6
to
months.
schedule in sex.
My girlfriend I've been with for 6 months. It's very much resembling a long-term marriage.
Heterosexual marriage as well.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
Yeah,
true.
yeah, yeah.
the hetero one.
I do feel that way. I was, in fact, my girlfriend and I were maybe gonna have sex this morning, and I was like, well, I have to go record a podcast.
It takes a
So
while.
you guys kind of cockblock.
The one thing I miss about straight sex is that it's just speedy,
Yeah.
and that you can both go at once.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's true. Do you like that, Lucas? Do you like how
Going
fast
at
and-
once?
Yeah.
I love in and out. Boom. Boom. That's me, baby.
Yeah.
Lucas
I'm
is
in
like,
and
it only takes a second.
Yeah, no,
An hour.
I like
For me, it
this.
never goes above 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Wait, it goes longer than 15 seconds?
Yeah, he's really fast.
I'm
Honestly, that's a gift.
I just had sex right now with a guy and you didn't even see
He's
it.
solo poly.
I'm solo pop.
Well, that's
Do
the
you know
other thing
about
is
solo poly?
No.
I just found
You
out
just
about it
masturbate?
recently. Solo poly
with a lot of different vibrators. Solo
primary
poly.
vibrators,
You're
secondary
alone, but it's
vibrators.
like lots of different toys.
A
Yeah.
solo poly individual is someone who has multiple relationships but basically considers themselves their own partner. It's
Oh, I
called
just
dating.
thought of something
Yeah.
very inappropriate. Like
Go on.
someone with multiple personalities masturbating.
That's actually poly. That's, well, yeah, that kind of is that. But I feel like that's more poly first, or like that's not solo. That's the opposite of solo poly, where it's like a lot of people coming into one
Okay.
relationship.
Are you
I
in a
can't- I
poly
don't know the words.
relationship if you're dating one person but they have multiple personalities?
Ask my
I know
girlfriend.
that is an argument that I have seen.
We're being like a Reddit forum right now.
a
This
little
is
bit
crazy.
Oh my god, your mom's here.
Should I Google it?
Let me pull up the next listener submission.
Yeah, but you
But
go.
are-
I'm doing research.
Okay.
My answer to that question is
Yeah.
no. But I mean, it depends on how much you connect with all the other personalities.
Yeah. Also, yeah, with sex, if you are an asexual person, it's not something you have to do, and it sounds like it's something you don't enjoy doing. But if you enjoy engaging in kink with your partner,
Yeah.
kink it up. That
We
sounds
never
lovely.
we never established the categories for the
Of sex?
yeah
Or-
for this girl. Like, I feel like intimacy was one, world building is my contribution. Then there's like just the fact that it feels good.
Yeah.
I think what she's saying is it doesn't feel as good as other things,
Things feel.
like finding buried treasure, which I can understand.
Yeah.
I
can
get-
understand.
But
I get that state
how
of
many
mind.
times a day can you find buried treasure? And how many times a day can you
I
have an
also
orgasm?
wonder how old this person was, because I feel the opposite of you in the sense that I liked sex a lot less in my 20s than I do in my 30s. But
Well, I'm in my 20s,
that's
so
Can you
maybe
say
I'll rev
something
back up.
relatable to the guest?
I the guest is Shelby Latterman, so I have nothing truly relatable to her other than our shared neuroses. But other
Which
than
we do
that,
share.
we don't have the same life at all.
We both have neurotic Jewish mothers.
That's true. Mine doesn't believe in aliens, though.
Okay, well, mine doesn't.
Yours believes in past lives. The alien, the
Mine-
acoustic
yeah,
alien.
that's close.
She believes in past lives, and she believes that I could have found a husband through baseball.
That's beautiful.
Oh, they were so.
I
They,
always call my mom and the psych. She's with the psychic. She's like, I can't talk.
can't
We're
talk,
with the
I'm with the
psychic.
psychic, yeah.
Yeah, she told me that you would say that. Okay, yeah. Okay, bye.
that's
Oh my
fucked
God.
up. That's kind of a fun. That if she
Do you
wasn't
ask her,
with the psychic,
what am I
going to
say next?
No, because the psychic doesn't know shit about shit.
That's true.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but
They're faking it.
if I were in your shoes, I would do that. I would be a little debunker asshole of a kid.
Well, I always ask the psychic like sort of long-term questions about my life, but she can never answer, and I don't actually want to know.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So if you could get the answer to like what's going to happen to you in your life,
No, I don't want to know it.
I'm kind of the same. I don't.
I
wanna
feel
know
like
either.
then it just becomes sort of like confirmation bias, or it just becomes this system of just constantly affirming the prophecy, and I just don't want to know, and I'll let the cards play out. Because if I know now, I'm sure I'll either like rest on something, or I'll be so miserable. Because what if I'm told, you're never gonna make it? Then what? I'd rather
Proven
not
wrong.
know. Ignorance is bliss.
Powerful.
Should
All
we
right.
read the last one?
Let's
Yeah, do it. yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna. All right. Hello. Shut up, email. Hello to my
So
second.
corporate.
Can you let me read?
Yes.
Hello to my second favorite Meerkats and their lovely guest. For some context, I'm in my freshman year of college and I live in a dorm with 3 other girls. I need y'all's help figuring out if my roommate has a crush on me or is just a very clingy person. Here are some reasons. 1. We spend every day together. We not only live together, but we meet up in between our classes and after work on the weekends, and we have a schedule where we get dinner together 4 times a week without our other roommates. 2.
4 times a week.
4 times a week.
Whew.
2, we regularly watch movies and TV shows together and snuggle. Not full arms around each other, but they always will lay their head on me, or we will sit very close where we are pressed up against each other. 3, they regularly joke that our roommates think we're fucking and also refers to me as their roommate wife. 4,
This doesn't
4,
mean
we
all
went
of
out
it.
dancing in the second quarter, and they said, if you told me 1 year ago that I would be out dancing with a pretty girl, I think I would have lost my shit. Referring to me. 5, we cried when we left for spring break because we were going to leave each other. Lol, I know how codependent that sounds. It was halfway a joke. 6, they are constantly offering me their shirts because I'm always cold when we go out. 7, anytime I wear a V-neck shirt, they stare at my boobs or make a weird comment about it. Not in a weird way. 8, They got drunk and we held hands and frolicked through the courtyard. I was very sober. 9. I'm pretty sure they randomly take pictures of me that they send to their friends in a group chat, but when I look, they always hide their phone. I'm sure there's more, but that's all I can think of right now. Do you think they have a crush on me, or am I reading too much into it?
If you came up with a list of 9, honey, yeah. But also, so they live together.
Yes.
But it's April. This is at school. So the year is almost up. What I'm saying is don't screw anything over before finals. You know what I mean? Like, you can't have that stress.
Are you living together next year? That's a
yeah,
good
yeah,
question.
yeah. Because it's never worth it with that kind of a... But yeah, this person has a crush on you.
Yeah, 100%.
I love when people write in things like that. My roommate said, "I'm madly in love with you." Haha, just kidding.
Do
Do
they
you
have a
think
crush?
she likes me?
Yeah.
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 No, but I love when it's that straightforward and simple. It's like,
do.
go get them. Go get them.
The problem is people never want to seem self-centered, so they never want to so people will be so passive to the point where I'm like, as if I'm not talking about myself here.
Yeah.
As if I'm not talking about all the times that I friend-zoned myself in various interactions with women.
But-
You're talking to me, dude.
yeah.
But I
I've-
will say on the other side is that this is some shit that I would have done, where I would like cuddle and I would be like, LOL, my friends think we're fucking. Like, we're so never gonna do that. And like, I would just be like, kind of, I would like you, but not enough. I'd be flirting with you, but not enough, like not enough to actually do anything.
But this person is all but trying to be in the other person's skin right
yeah,
now.
yeah. 4 times a week is, I wouldn't want to go 4 times a week to dinner with pretty much any human.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could you imagine you and me getting dinner 4 times a week?
I'd
Right, and
kill
you love each other.
Yeah.
I'd kill
You
you.
love each other.
I love you.
Yes,
I
I love
love
you too.
him so much.
I love you
We're
too.
scissoring all day.
You
Yeah.
love each other.
Let's do it. Come on.
Luca's trying to figure.
I would.
Did I do it? Did I do it?
Gabby doesn't know either. It's like,
Scissoring
it's
is
actually pretty good.
scissoring is really difficult.
I've never tried.
Yeah.
Um,
We're still like,
no, stay that way for the rest of the thing. Also, did I did
get off me, you fucking freak.
I have so many anxieties already about my performance in this podcast? Where did I move my head around too much?
You're doing great.
Okay.
They're gonna call you the head mover on the comments.
That
Drop
phrase
a-
could have ended so differently.
They're gonna call you. Drop a comment if Shelby moved her head around too.
yeah.
Speaking of, no, go on.
No, I was gonna say what do you think her opinions on Taylor Swift are? Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, drop really intense Swiftie.
I'll just
comments.
okay.
What if we took a
I-
video of you and AI'd your voice to make you say stuff about Taylor Swift?
I respect her. I listen to some of the songs. The way that I would describe my taste in music is like, I like to listen to girls who sound like they've already off themselves, like more sad than Taylor Swift. Like, I guess
Julian Baker.
yeah, like I'm like Girl in Red, Billie Eilish, Muna. Like, you know what I mean? Like Taylor Swift is like, that's so all her lyrics, everything's so sweet. I'm like, it's the Dorbs, babes. But like, it's not like, it doesn't get, some of her songs do, and I'll really feel something. But in general, I love the old stuff though, like the stuff when I was in middle school. Yeah.
Yeah.
But everyone is such a diehard Taylor Swift fan to the point of like, I'm scared to say anything in this town.
You'll be hard canceled.
Well, don't be scared because we got some things we want to say to you.
Yeah, we got a
do.
final segment for you, Lucas. You want to tee it up?
All right, so we got a couple things we got self-perception corner, and then we have prophecy corner. Self-perception corner first. Please describe how you believe you are perceived by other people, and then we say how we actually perceive you.
Okay. Oh, this one's hard because I think that people will be like, oh, is she a bitch? She looks like a bitch. And then I am like really weird or like awkward or anxious. And they're like, oh no, she's just like a little baby squirrel. But the reality is that I'm actually somewhere in between the two. Or I'm not a bitch, but I'm not like this like timid, sweet thing. I'm like sit between.
centrist.
I'm a centrist. Shit. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't have RBF, like I don't have resting bitch face, but I don't have like a kind disposition either. I don't think. I actually don't know. Did I answer the question?
Yeah.
No, you did.
Yeah. I think I talked a little on Isabel's episode about how I first perceived you, and I've also told you about it. So it was crazy that I also told Isabel that when I first saw you do stand up talking about your lesbian stuff, I was like, I want to fuck her. And then we talked and I was like, I can't fuck her. She's my bro.
Mm-hmm. We're
the same.
Yeah.
So we can't.
What if I was like, the moment you started talking about lesbian stuff, I was like, I gotta fuck her.
Yeah, that's
put her in the
Lucas's
cabal.
exact experience.
Luke, I mean, that is how Lucas. If you were a little more bisexual.
Oh god.
If you were a 50-50
What if
bisexual,
I'm the
Lucas.
glue that brings you two together in our threesome?
Whoa.
Whoa! Finally, it's going down.
happening.
Yay! I mean, I think that like when I always am drawn to your perspective because you always say something I do not expect any human being to say.
Oh.
You are a left field ass person.
Yes. Okay.
You are a left
I
field
think
as
you
fuck
might be
person.
an alien. I think that's why your mom is seeking aliens, but she's got one right in front of her.
Because she just loves you. So
Yeah.
much.
How left field? Like, what's your experience of that?
Okay. So first off, like the way I perceive, I remember when I first like met you, I was like, okay, she's obviously like very beautiful, very put together, and sort of like I was like, oh, we're never gonna have anything. But and then you're such a little freak of a person to talk to in a way where I was like, oh hell yeah, I was like, oh hell yeah, I have a channel to this person now. And your stand up is so good.
Yes.
It's so goddamn weird, but you're just a very naturally interesting person to talk to because I never know what you're going to say and it's always something enjoyable.
Well, you're a killer on stage for sure. Like, I mean, I think you do those like kind of difficult like tourist venues and like you can really get them on your side.
Yeah.
I have this core memory of asking you, I was like, should I part my hair differently? I think it like naturally parts to the side. And you went, Gabby, nobody's hair naturally parts to the side. And I was like, oh, she's so matter of fact. I was like, this woman knows everything. I was very impressed.
Wait, I'm kind of speechless because that's very kind of all of you to say.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true. I haven't been even doing comedy that long. So I never feel like super confident in.
But that's how all the best comics are. Is like, it's like not about, like, I feel like you don't worry about like how people perceive you doing, like you're just working, you know?
Yeah, that's true. Because you can't, if you're worried about that, you can't do it.
I agree.
I'm worried about it.
Are you?
Yeah, it's constantly.
But does that hold you back? I mean, we're all worried about it to a degree. I don't want you to think that Gabby and I are just going on stage being like,
Yeah. Yeah.
bye-bye. Like, yeah.
I often go into like deep spirals after a bomb.
Same.
But I also try to like just push it to the side and like not think that much about it.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have the strength to push it to the side. It's like a weight that just like pushes down on me.
Really?
Oh yeah.
It in any time you bomb or just in like a big show, like obviously in the
I
time.
would say not every time I bomb, but there are times where if I do, it will stay with me for a few days. Yeah. Oh yeah.
It definitely does loom. It never feels good, but I don't know. An open mic scene versus shows, that's just it's so different.
Yeah, that's true.
I get more.
Weirdly, shows don't bother me. If I don't do as well on a show, it doesn't bother me.
Well,
as
yeah,
much.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. I'm so scared to do poorly at a mic in front of like certain people in the
Yes.
scene. Yeah. Whereas
the
at a
worst.
show, I don't give really a shit. Yeah.
Yeah. But we have a second part of our final segment, which is Prophecy Corner, which is where we ask you to say where you maybe see yourself in like 5 years, and then we'll say what we see for you in about 5 years.
This also can be as like silly as you want. Like this one is not as serious.
That
You can
Or
make it up.
deadly serious.
Or it can be deadly serious.
Yeah. Well, I'm such a serious person that people have said to me like, I can't believe you're a comedian because like you're not any fun.
Oh.
A girl said that to me once on a date.
She was negging you.
Yeah,
which
she was
never
so hard.
works. That's crazy.
I'm pretty sure she's the one that gave me herpes.
Interesting.
Shout out. What if I just said her name? Okay. Anyway.
Neg to your immune system.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I bet your vag doesn't even have herpes yet. Let me fix that. Okay.
Let me fix that. 5 years. I'll be 30.
You'll be really old. That's the
I'll be
oldest you can
dead?
be.
5 years,
Yeah.
I'll be dead.
Yeah.
They won't care about me anymore because I'll be 30 and a woman.
True.
So I'll be expired in the eyes
Strike
of the
two.
industry.
Yeah.
God, I hope by then I've like written a pilot that I love, and I have written on a show, and maybe even I really want to voice a character in like a cartoon, like a la Jesse Klein, Big Mouth. Like that's dream.
Yeah.
And I really want to write in that kind of way, and just keep doing stand up till the day I die. I want to be doing stand up in the like there's a ventilator in one arm and like where do ventilators go? In
At
your
Pine
mouth.
Box.
yeah.
Where do ventilators go?
I'm like, I'm taking
When
around
they
the heart
die.
monitor around, and I'm like,
Where does the big ventilator in the sky go?
I have like dementia, osteoporosis, like everything is wrong with my body, and I'm
Yeah.
like, what do you say about people on the subway that won't stop breakdancing? That's
Yeah.
not what my
Yeah.
stand up is like, but
I
it's
can
just
see
the
that
first
for
thing
you.
I
I see that
said.
for you, yeah.
Yeah. Where do we see you in 5 years? What do
Honestly,
you-
I actually have a sort of semi-serious. I see you as like so not a show like The View, but in a way where you are hired to be a personality and just share your thoughts on anything. I see you in that kind of role. Maybe not in that kind of show, but that kind of role.
Like starting a podcast.
Could
yeah,
be.
I can see you
Could be.
field reporting or something. I see you following.
Reporting for the app field.
Oh God, I don't want to know the reports on there. I
can
spotted
get you
another
some
fedora. I spotted another fedora.
Here we have a sub.
I think
my
I can
God.
see you falling into some weird job too, where like you end up in like New Mexico or something, doing something very lucrative that involves your perspective in some way, and like interviewing local people. I could see, I definitely see you in some way having a job that like one is very lucrative where you make a ton of money. Two, you've like completely fallen into it because someone just like noticed your talent, was like, come in. And three, where you like get to travel to weird places.
Huh.
Yeah.
So interesting.
Yeah.
Because I never saw myself as like being good at like guiding a conversation. I can have like interview style back and forth. Like I interview people for a magazine and I enjoy it, but being like the centerpiece of that, I've never been able to imagine that kind of thing.
Well, it's like when,
maybe.
for example, when Lucas and I interview, we try and like, we'll like let the guests run free and just like fill silences or whatever. And when you do that, it's just like, you'll go to wild places, which is good. A lot of people won't do that. Sometimes you have to really guide people a lot more.
This is fun.
Left field.
That is it's like that is the most ideal is when you're like, oh, you got a wild firecracker of a guest. Yeah.
Wait, I'm glad.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a lot. I have to like reflect on this.
Yeah.
Don't.
You don't see me
Don't.
doing comedy in any sort of way.
I see. Well, I also see you doing comedy.
Oh, yeah,
That's
no,
but you'll
absolutely.
do comedy, and that to me is so obvious.
That
You'll do
was
comedy
that's,
every
that's a
night.
given. That's a
okay,
given.
okay.
The
That's a
comedy
given.
isn't given. What if we're like, yeah, you quit, you gave up.
Yeah.
You quit. No. You definitely. I
You
think
quit. You then tried it again, but for like a month. But then you were like, nah, I'm glad I tried this, but we're done forever now.
Yeah.
Right.
Or you start, you go on America's Next Top Model, fulfill your childhood dream, but only for the blackface episode. Like, you leave.
Oh my god.
Shelby, you're an amazing
Where
comedian.
can people find
Where
you?
can people find you?
On Instagram, on TikTok, I guess. Not really, but yeah, Instagram, Shelby Latterman.
You're on TikTok. I see you posted.
Yeah, I need to start doing it more. I'm gonna, you know what? Let's say TikTok so that I am motivated to post on TikTok.
Find her on TikTok.
Yeah.
Her
and
handle is Lucas T. Arnold.
you can text me, email me, come to my house. Just get
And Lucas T. Arnold's TikTok is at Grinder.
right. Yeah. Are those all the social media platforms that we have?
Yeah.
That's
Those are the
it?
only ones. Those are the only ones you're allowed.
That's kind of
Yeah.
boring.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, there's
well.
Twitter. Oh, I
Yeah.
just got back on X.
Yeah?
Yeah, I have
Oh, yeah.
one follower.
Who? Barack Obama.
It's Barack Obama. I think it might be Sylvie, which is a really funny. No, Audrey follows me too.
Oh,
that's-
okay.
So I
Two.
have
Two.
followers. Yeah,
Two.
I have 2 followers. Yeah.
Wait, I need to follow you.
Two
right
girls
now. Do you
you
want to plug
kissed
your
or thought
handle?
about kissing.
It's hip soccer mom, but with a little underscore at the end because the
Oh, by the
original
way,
one
where'd
was a
that
bit-
come from? I've been meaning to ask.
Oh, I don't know. Genuinely,
You just looked within.
yeah.
Yeah.
I looked within.
Sometimes we.
I tweeted
Search
some really good
something.
Taylor Swift lyrics recently.
You're Sharon?
It's
Soc-
hip soccer mom with an underscore at the end.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. Well, You can find me on all social media at Lucas T. Arnold. I'm going to be posting about shows.
2 underscores.
Oh, damn it. Fucking.
Follow Shelby Latterman. Thank you to Shelby Latterman for being on the pod. Thank you to you all for listening. And stick around because we're going to do a fun, quick Patreon
Yes.
part.
Woo!